I'm Sam Hodge of Board Geek here with Dave Scheidler and Kate Quaco with Gigamic, and we're looking at
Kaosmos. This is our new 2018 release. It's based off of Mad City, if you remember that. It's a re-envisioning of the title of Mad City that was produced by Mayfair
2014.
2014.
very cool.
That's my first game.
First game. I haven't played it yet. I should do that.
So we're going back in time.
different.
This is a very renovated, re-envisioned from the original thing. So it preserves some of the core mechanics, but it's a very different game. Should I just jump into the whole spiel?
Yeah.
All right. So in Kaosmos, you are working with a set of 9 tiles, and when the timer starts, we're going to be flipping these things over, and you're trying to arrange them into your highest scoring little galaxy.
All right.
Yeah, Kane's my hand model. He's not only a designer, he's a hand model. So you're trying to arrange them in your highest scoring galaxy. So you're trying to create these little clusters of planets of the same color that aren't broken up by other planets, constellations, or asteroid paths in order to improve your score. Each color is going to score differently, so I can slide these tiles around, I can rotate them any way that I want to go in order to try and get those clusters as big as I possibly can. While I'm doing this, I also want to be mindful of this asteroid path, because if I can get this asteroid path to run through more tiles, that will score me more points. All of my scoring is covered on this little scoreboard. Each player is going to have their own individual scoreboard that details how the scoring occurs. Like green planets don't tend to score quite as many points. You need a lot more green planets in order to increase the score, and it's going to score the green count individually. If I had 9 green planets together in a cluster, which may be a little bit difficult for me to do with this particular setup of tiles, that would score me 5 points. If I had more than 9, I'm not going to score more than that amount. And so kind of the trick to this is understanding your different scoring things, so I can say, okay, I may be costing myself on another color in order to maximize this one, so maybe I try and split the difference. And it's important to build your colors evenly, because each one's going to score separately, but at the end of the game, your top 2 colors aren't going to count. It's only your lowest color plus star points, which you're going to get from your asteroid path. So the more that you're breaking things up, actually that can improve your score if you can find the right balance between the color groupings and asteroids. There's also ways to get star points on these chaos cards here. I got some of my favorite samples already set up. So some of the chaos cards are going to be simple, like global warming, which just increases the score value of the orange zones.
Okay, that makes sense.
But they'll also get a little more complicated. You want to be wary. Well, I'll talk more about the player interaction in a second, but here's a more complicated one: parallel universe, where instead of having 9 tiles all together in a 3x3, I'm creating 2 2x2s and dropping my last one. So the chaos card gets revealed before you start working with any of your tiles, so you know what you're going to be planning for before you get into the middle of it. There's also some wacky stuff like black hole. Black hole is actually going to cause 2 of your tiles to flip over before the end of the round, hurting your score. If you don't do it yourself, your neighbor gets to do it for you.
Oh, we don't want that.
Yeah, sabotage works in sort of the same sort of way, where your neighbor gets to take one of the tiles out of your galaxy.
Oh no!
So they can seriously dent your score. And some funny stuff like multipath and temporal vortex. So each one of your games is going to vary quite a bit, because there's a whole lot of tiles in this little bag. It plays up to 6 players, so there's 36 tiles in there.
Oh, excellent. So you all draw your tiles at the beginning and then go for it?
Yeah, there's actually a drafting mechanism to make sure that you get a couple of tiles that you know about and some that you don't.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so you're always going to be dealing with something a little unpredictable. Last thing to talk about is we got these little bonus tiles. So you want to pay attention to your neighbors as they are building up their color zones. We're going to set up a little 3x3 there.
Sure.
You want to pay attention to their color zones as they're setting things up. If you feel like your color, like green color for instance in this one, is more populated with planets than your neighbors, you can grab the green color tile, but once you do that, you are done building. So you can't rearrange your tiles anymore.
So it's an extra little...
Yeah, this is an extra 3 bonus on the green specifically.
Got it.
If you're correct. If somebody else has more, if you're not at least tied for the most, then you don't. Not only do you not get it, you get a -2. You can grab more than 1 bonus tile at the same time.
But it also ends you.
It ends you.
Ends your turn.
Anytime you grab a bonus tile, yeah, it's going to end.
That's exciting. And this is not yet available. Or it is
It's here at Gen Con. It's going to be
Gen
showing
Con
up
right
at retailers in the fall. $30 MSRP.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So if you're at Gen Con, check it out.
Yeah, and we have the Temporal Vortex promo card
Oh, the
here.
promo card's
so if
here.
you really
Yes.
are interested in this game, if you aren't here, ask your friend to pick up a card. We've got one for them. If you're, this may not make it out to your local retailer so easily. So please, once these are gone, I'm not sure we'll have more. So please pick these up.
Gen Con.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nate and Kate, for stopping by and showing us Kaosmos.
Yeah.